Amenhotep III would have been the richest man in the world. He had the gold of Nubia. He was able to command the cedars of Lebanon. He was able to command silver from Anatolia. He had the trade running along the Red Sea. There was hardly anything in the known world that Amenhotep couldn't put out his hand and touch.
But the world was changing. For centuries, Egypt had been unchallenged. Now Babylonia, Assyria, and Mitanni had emerged, powerful civilizations that could rival Egypt. United, they could destroy Amenhotep's empire. Amenhotep wanted to avoid war at all costs. He had to find a new way of dealing with the outside world. His solution was a masterstroke, and we know about it because of a remarkable discovery. In 1887, a peasant woman was digging near the Egyptian town of Amarna. She was looking for old mud bricks to use as fertilizer. What she found were not the usual rough blocks, but rows of well-preserved clay tablets.
The little bits of mud were covered with writing that looked rather like birds' feet had wandered over mud, and the things had been set in the mud after the birds had gone. The lady didn't know what they were, but picked some of them up.
These humble clay tablets were not bricks, but letters, and they were the key to Amenhotep's success.
The peasant lady had stumbled across the diplomatic record office of the capital of the ancient world. The Amarna letters throw a flood of light onto the politics of the Near East.
These small tablets were the correspondence between Pharaoh Amenhotep and the other rulers of the Near East. The strange marks covering them are minuscule writing. They contain as much information as the inscriptions on all of Egypt's greatest monuments. They reveal Amenhotep was controlling his world not with weapons, but with words. The pharaoh had become a diplomat.
I would describe it as the most important discovery of the ancient world, probably. In terms of understanding of political life, not the most visible, not the most artistically appealing, but the politically most significant discovery of the ancient world.
At a time when most people on Earth could not read or write, Egypt was conducting a lively dialogue with her rivals. The king's messengers ran back and forth across the deserts of the Near East, carrying letters that revealed Egypt's status as a superpower.
International diplomacy in the days of the Amarna letters would be very familiar to diplomats today. It was really very much like diplomatic interaction between countries even in our own time.
The letters show Amenhotep was as good at diplomacy as his ancestors had been at fighting. Ambassadors flocked to Pharaoh's court, bringing gifts of friendship. Less powerful countries sent endless streams of tribute to show their loyalty.
The principle in the ancient world was quite clear. If somebody was rich, you made them feel even richer. So when you visited them, you would turn up with the produce of your own country. It's partly to acknowledge that the power of the pharaoh extends even to countries where he has not set foot.
Scenes painted in Egyptian tombs show how these dazzling displays of tribute must have looked. Priceless objects flooded in from all over the known world, from Minoan Crete to biblical Babylon.